What's up guys, it's your Ranger Boy here and welcome to a video which I really haven't seen in the community, like nowhere. And after watching the latest episode of the Sun and Moon anime, aka episode 19, I thought to myself that this is necessary to do. So in today's discussion we will find out which Ash is actually the best, which Ash was the most successful, and which of them had the best potential. And after clearing all that, we will try to predict where Sun and Moon Ash will stand. So without any more hesitation, let's get right into the video! So first of all, let's have a look at Ash's major achievements. If we put aside the badges he obtained in every region, minus the irrelevant things like Poke Ringing, Pokemon Zumo, etc., the only achievements he actually had are the Orange Island and entering the Battle Frontier Hall of Fame. So basically, based on the trophies, the best Ash is either Kanto Ash or Johto Ash. And to be honest, in my opinion, Battle Frontier is way more impressive than Orange Island, because going against a Frontier Brain was way harder than going against any of the Orange Island gym leaders. So I guess the achievement factor can't be considered for ranking each and every version of Ash, which leads us to the two last remaining factors, the league itself and the Pokemon team building. So let's have a look at Ash's league history. In the Indigo League, Ash started really strong. He defeated his opponent in the first round with only his Kingler, and after cruising through the second and third round, Ash's Bulbasaur also defeated two of Janet's Pokemon until Bellsprout appeared and smashed both Bulbasaur and Pikachu, and was only thanks to Muk that Ash was victorious at the end. And then the infamous and important Richie match happened, where he lost because his Charizard didn't listen to him. But why is the match against Richie so important? Because this specific match would influence Ash's whole career. Although I really like Richie, he was a rival who came out of nowhere and won against Ash without any intense emotional build-up beforehand. And this rival out of nowhere phenomenon would continue on nearly every league. Johto. In the Silver League Conference, Ash started really awesome while also reaching one of his biggest achievements, defeating his arch rival Gary, and finally earning the respect of the guy. And what happened after this glorious event? Got defeated by a rival out of nowhere called Harrison. In Hoenn it was the same thing again, where he defeated Morrison, one of his major rivals. To be honest, I never liked Morrison as Ash's main Hoenn rival, because unlike his other rivals, he wasn't really that mature and at some point even was as childish as Ash himself. And he had a freaking Metang, so I was supposed to like him, but I didn't. Anyway, he won against him but lost against Tyson. Again, rival out of nowhere. In Sinnoh, arguably one of the best leagues in the Pokemon anime history, Ash battled a very important and very emotional match against his arch nemesis Paul. There was so much at stake, and thanks to a lot of determination, Ash not only earned the victory, but also finally earned the respect of Paul. And what happened after this wonderful build-up? Screwed over by Tobias. Do I even have to mention what kind of trainer Tobias was? In Unova, defeated main rival Trip, lost against Cameron, out of nowhere. I just got through this really quickly because neither Trip nor Cameron were really convincing rivals to me, so the emotional build-up in this league was the weakest. Carlos. Again, Ash performing really well, so well that he for the very first time reached the finals. The emotional build-up between him and his rival Sawyer wasn't as strong as Ash vs Paul, but still really good. For the very first time, Ash didn't try to earn the respect of his rival, but the opposite. Sawyer wanted to earn the respect of Ash, because Ash was his role model. For the very first time, Ash had to battle to confirm that he is the awesome trainer who everybody admired. And although we all are still heartbroken because of this result, Alan didn't win out of nowhere. For the very first time, there was an emotional build-up between Ash and another of his rivals. And Alan and Ash also encountered numerous times before, unlike the other rivals from out of nowhere. So we can conclude that after analyzing each and every league, both Diamond Pearl and XY Ash were the best. Because Sinnoh Ash brought the best emotional build-up, which made the league freaking awesome, and Carlos Ash not only break through the whole rival out of nowhere BS, but also let Ash enter the finals for the very first time. Last but not least, let's look at Ash's Pokemon team structure. Ash always tends to catch Pokemon he really bonded with, no matter how strong or how weak they are, and together with them, he tries to reach the highest potential of each and every Pokemon. Meanwhile, his Pokemon try to adapt Ash's unpredictable battle style into their own. But did he succeed in that? No, because Ash from Kanto to Unova had one big problem. He never evolved specific Pokemon. If he would have evolved Pokemon like Oshawott, Weasel, Corphish, Snivy, Scraggy or Gibble, those Pokemon would have been able to reach an even better potential. But he didn't, because those specific Pokemon didn't really feel like evolving to improve themselves. I won't include Squirtle and Bulbasaur into the bunch, since both Pokemon were able to adapt Ash's style, and if they would have evolved, it could have ended really bad, just like Ash's Torterra. But if the Pokemon I mentioned before would have evolved, then it just would have improved Ash's team and his battle style to an even higher level. The change once again happened in XY. For the very first time, Ash had a fully evolved team, and thanks to that, every Pokemon reached the highest potential possible, and therefore, Ash reaching the finals was just a natural natural result. The second highest ranking of Ash was during the Sinnoh adventures, and this was thanks to Ash finally realizing how good it would be to switch your Pokemon. Thanks to that, Ash's team building didn't depend on reaching the highest potential by evolving, but by variety. And thanks to that variety, he was able to perform really well, although some of his choices really sucked. Come on Ash! Heracross, Pikachu and Amazing Sceptile, okay. But Swallow, Torkoal and Gible against Tobias? Come on Ash! But in conclusion, once again, Diamond and Pearl and XY Ash were the best, because XY Ash reached the highest potential by fully evolving, while Diamond and Pearl Ash reached their full potential thanks to variety. So with all that being said, where will Sun and Moon Ash be? Are there already hints that Sun and Moon Ash will someday surpass Sinnoh or Kalos Ash? To be honest, I have high hopes, because in the latest episode, we have seen that Ash actually makes progress. He developed his Z move so far in such a short time with barely any training, that he was able to push back Tapu Koko. Also, just like XY Ash, instead of mass catching Pokemon, he carefully selects a few number of Pokemon by recognizing their potential at the beginning, and therefore tries his best to improve them early on. He basically is XY Ash, only a little bit ugly. But that's just my opinion. But Sun and Moon Ash can truly be as epic as his two former selves, if he combines the aspects of XY and Diamond and Pearl together, a fully evolved team and variety. And maybe, just maybe, he will be even greater than the two of them. He has the potential, and as a huge Ash fanboy, I really just want the best for him. But anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video just like always, and see you guys in the comment section down below. Bye guys!